Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A minute or so ago, it was the veteran leader of this Seattle secondary, Cam Chancellor, firing up this Seahawk crowd that's in its usual full roar as he and his mates get set to go head-to-head with the New Orleans Saints. Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's Brees to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Taken in at the 22. Good move at the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Now Wilson, flush to his right. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Play action. It's Wilson. Out to his left. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, now he bowls him over. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
And safety Cam Chancellor has had injuries hold him back a little bit the past couple of seasons, but his ability to stand in the middle of the field and intimidate receivers from going in that area, as well as delivering bone-rattling tackles, makes him a valuable asset to any defense.
Break it down, fellas, break it down. Ready? Ready?
Breeze to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Ready? You ready?
Breeze now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Breeze now. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
There's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. The Saints get set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man, had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's McKissick. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Wilson being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right
Still 2nd
guard.
down.
And you understand why offense offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On third down, here's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will get them one closer. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. To throw is Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Wilson, they'll roll him out right. Looking for his big, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is good. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Sam Darnold, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that's a big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Eluding the pressure right. This throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, Wilson dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Craig Robertson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
Hey, I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that's caught by Smith. The 40, 30, 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score? Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Flush to his right. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A good pickup there of 22. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready? You ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And it pops for collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that.
A give. This is Kellen. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Freeze again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Breeze on the bootleg. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They run. It's Kamara. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Second and goal from the 1. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. Wilson will throw again. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw again is Wilson, being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Breeze to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's third down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now Breeze on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carr. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
first and 10. Here's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. On first down, Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyler Davison able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
You have no timeouts remaining. You absolutely have to get out of bounds.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
You